All right, guys, welcome back to Tiny Rig's YouTube channel. I'm Daniel, I'm the founder of Tiny Rig, and this is a unique one for you guys. So we have a customer from Mexico that reached out looking for us to do an Alu-Cab camper on his new Hilux. So this is either a 2022 or a 2023. It's a diesel, it is a manual, and it is very, very cool actually. So very simple, no electronics really in here, none of the modern safety stuff. But just as far as an off-road vehicle goes, really, really cool. Lots of torque. I think I mentioned no def, just simple, old school diesel 4x4 that I think a lot of you guys watching this will probably be jealous of. Unfortunately, we don't get some of those really cool off-road vehicles, but fun to see one here, fun to complete the camper on it. You guys can see just the overhang is different on this truck than most of the ones we do, especially considering it's a double cab. So we'll hop into it and we'll point out some of the uniques of, I guess, the Hilux installation. But if you're watching from Mexico, we can help you, obviously. This ended up turning out really, really well, and there's some stuff I'm excited to show you guys. So starting up here, Alu-Cab sliding table. It's a 14-pound table. It is expensive. However, it does occupy a space that is otherwise unusable. Really lightweight table, high quality, and a great piece of gear that you can store in a very accessible place that you can pull out quickly at camp. Moving back, we've got Alu-Cab's 270 shadow awning. You guys have probably seen that in the other videos before. It's Alu-Cab's #1 selling product. A lot of other manufacturers are starting to include it in their builds because there really aren't many other awnings out there that are this durable and this functional with that reflective material. Moving back, we ended up doing some solid doors on this one. That was a security preference from the owner, and typical option for you guys. We also have the sliding door option if you wanted to get some more light in there or have it feel more like a regular camper. The fit kit on this one is a bit different. So obviously there's no filler plate here. You have a small angled piece of fitment up here. And one thing to point out about this bed, it had a bed liner on it, but this is probably the most solid bed of a modern mid-sized truck that we've worked on. Thankfully, like the Ranger's an all-metal bed as well, but this is actually sealed really, really well inside and made for a really simple install, actually. So we did our advanced seal here, did the Sikaflex all along the side, the clean line to continue to seal that camper installation. Let's come around back, Noah. Let's show them what we got going on the back side of the truck. Yeah. So no fireplace on this one, but we did do the propane tank. We have a power tank mount, super simple mount. We do have other options for you guys if you're looking for the GP Factor one, for example. You'll see the water tank spigot right here. That's for a gravity-fed water tank. We actually also added a water pump onto this one. We'll show you guys where we tucked that away. But also over here, we've got GP Factor's drop-down table. This is a food-grade stainless steel table. It's really high quality. A great option for a location to cook when you are getting rid of that tailgate, right? So I point this out in every video, but when we remove that tailgate on this truck, you end up with something far more sealed, far more livable. So we've got our seal process, and you guys can see the fit kit on this is a bit different. There's actually a rubber bulb seal here on the outside, and then on the inside is where we did our advanced seal. Fit kit worked really, really well. It's funny, it sits a little more inset, but there are some, I guess, pros and cons and advantages to that. We have GP Factor's molly plates up here. Nice location to hang some bags, first aid kit, fire extinguisher. And then also, you guys will see the touch light here. Great option for, actually, it's not even an option. It's really nice that it comes standard with the camper. I pointed that out in numerous videos, but that's all kind of pre-wired through the tubing connected to our switching system there. You get the light on the back door, both side doors, bottom of the sleep platform, and then up top in the tent area. We've got the rain gutter right here, which is something I typically don't point out, but just Alu-Cab is really good at thinking through all the little details. And we'll call it just potential annoyances at camp. And so you've got a channel here where you can slide the rain gutter in, attach it to your 270 awning, and have a clean entry and exit when it's raining. Peeking into the back. So this is one that was pretty exciting for us. We thought that there was going to be some modification required. This is a Goose Gear 3rd Gen Tacoma interior for a 5-foot bed, and it fit like a glove with the exception of the length of the base plate. We trimmed that down about 1/4 of an inch. Everything bolted in, everything is absolutely perfectly level. And then tucked back there, we've got an angle 60-liter fridge. That sits really nice below the Goose Gear sleep decks and also gives you kind of like the right height if you want to use it as an additional seat. So the owner's in a camp mostly by himself, but occasionally take his daughter with him. And so best seats in the house are going to be on top of this guy and on top of the double drawer here from Goose Gear. Again, I was really, really excited that the Goose Gear fits so well. And I think it's just cool. Really, really cool that it fit so well. So a couple of uniques that I'm going to call out here. The electrical in this truck is pretty robust, and I'm hoping Noah can capture for you the fact that there's a lot of power in this thing, and it just looks like a normal build that we do. You know, the truck bed is completely empty, and if this is fully packed with gear, this is actually how it's going to look. You know, the drawers for kitchen stuff, utility cabinets to drop bags, chairs, whatever it else is. Behind that Goose Gear bulkhead, we have a 200 amp hour heated anti-gravity battery. We've got a 2000 watt red arc inverter. And then in the other utility cabinet, we've got an ARB twin compressor. And behind the drawer module, we actually have a water pump so that the customer can connect a shower. So the way that we typically do that, if you can capture this from this angle, Noah, on this side, you guys will see a standard hose connection. And so just normal valve for you to be able to turn the water off and on, but that's where the water pump is plumbed to. And so you can get a scrunchy hose, one of those flexible cloth hoses, and your standard like garden hose attachment that'll allow you to change kind of the pressure of the water or the flow of the water. You know, the ones that have like the jet and the stream and whatnot. We'll put something up on the screen so you guys know what we're talking about. But that's a great option to be able to, maybe you're a mountain biker and you just went on a trail and it's super muddy. You actually could use the water in the water tank with a high pressure hose and rinse that thing off. But he's gonna use it for showers. Wasn't interested in having a water heating setup, but we actually have a plumber that works at Tiny Rig now, or a former plumber. He was a plumber for years. And so we're able to plumb that up really cool, really cleanly. And it's cool to have a plumber be able to do that stuff. It's, you know, it is simple, but he was able to put some really cool touches on it. And then being able to hide it behind that Goose Gear module is also really cool. It takes up no space. You really don't know it's there. That's controlled over here on the switch panel system. We also have the compressor wired up to there as well. Other than that, guys, I mean, we did the Alu-Cab tire carrier. He just wanted his spare up on the door, so it's a little more accessible. And then we did a trash bag for him. That's just an Amazon trash bag. I think it was like $50 on Amazon. Good little place to store some stuff. So you guys can see this truck sits a little lower than what we typically do. And I'll show you guys, I don't think I've ever closed one on video, but essentially it's that easy to close up camp and get back out there. So guys, I appreciate you watching. I know it's a quicker video. If you guys do have questions on us doing a Hilux, please reach out. We do have employees here that speak fluent Spanish as well, so if English is not your first language, we'll get you sorted one way or another. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys out there on the trails or here at our shop. Thanks.